Alright guys, so this is what we're working on. Bobber here. And I actually saw this seat idea on a Vulcan forum, but I couldn't find any videos or anything, just a couple pictures that the guy had. So I'm gonna build this this bobber, make some videos, so if any of you guys want to do something similar to this, you can. So let me show you what we got so far. You know, we've taken everything off, which pretty much I think anybody can do that on their own. And then we have hacked the back end of this off already and welded some plates over the back of them. It's kind of shiny, I don't know if it's picking that up, to cover that. And these are Harley Struts, 10-inch Harley Struts, and I had to drill those out. I believe I used a 9/16. I'll insert that here if that's wrong somewhere. But I believe I drilled that out with a 9/16, and it's a perfect fit. Slides right over it. And then what I'm working on now is this tractor seat, and I'm just using this as a seat pan. As you can see, I kind of drew out some rough lines here of where I plan to cut that out to make it more of a shaped seat, and I'll probably cut them out right here a little bit over these rails. Now in the original of this, the guy built this whole system on a plate. So he put a plate under here, he built the whole thing on a plate. I didn't do that. What I did is weld a cross member under here, and I'll take the seat off in a second and show you all that. Welded some tabs to that, and then I'll show you the underneath of this seat too. But the principle is this seat is hinged to the front, and we're gonna cut this member right here, this cross member, we're gonna cut this out, so it's gonna come out. But before we do that, we're gonna replace it with another one in between here. So it's gonna come, you know, from here to here, straight across. And then that is gonna have some shock mounts on it, and we're gonna mount a mountain bike shock that has fully adjustable preloads. The preloads and rebound, which is important because you can set it to your weight so it doesn't buck you off. And you can set how it absorbs the shock. So what that'll do is you'll have your shock mounted down here, and then you'll have the shock mounted underneath the seat. So the bike will be hardtailed, but as you're riding down the road, you will have an air shock on your seat pan. So that's what we're working on now. I'll take this off so I can show y'all what it looks like underneath so far. And then today I'm gonna try and make that new cross member and the shock tabs on that, and cut out that other cross member. So I pulled this out. As you can see, it's just a bolt here that runs through, and you'll see here. Pull this out. Come on. All right. You can see I just have this tacked up here for the spindle to pivot on there, so you can see that. Now, an important thing is when you're making these, when you're using your hole saw to cut these out right here. I'm using a Harbor Freight one. It was really cheap. I recommend them. However, I will say that they do a lot of the reviews online. That'll be another video. I'll do a review on that later. Anyway, this is what I used for these right here. I think it was like 30 bucks with a coupon, and I'll show you. That is, come on, focus. I'll show you the degrees. There you go. That's what you want to set it to, like one notch below. There you go. One notch below 10 degrees is the perfect cutoff angle for these to slide in and to match that angle. Now, as far as the seat goes, this is what we have here. This is a Tractor Supply seat. The guy who did this originally used a cast iron one, and it had like a square indenture in it. Yeah, and he like recessed his in, built it. I'm going a little bit different route. So anyway, I welded this plate on here. Then built this T here. Tacked all this up, and then put that on there. Welded that, and that's what the seat. This is what that seat's pivoting on. So I just bolt through those 2 tabs, pivots, and as you can see, the back here, I cut. Come on, focus. Basically just chopped that tubing down to mount to be flush when I welded, and then tacked that up. So then for the back mounts, I think I'm gonna use a piece of this here, some scrap I had laying around. It's just like crazy thick though, and it's a bitch to cut, so we'll see. But what I'm thinking is cut here, cut along the sides here. So this will just be open like a piece of channel. Weld that on to there. The shock will go in there. That'll be our pivot point for the shock. It'll look kind of like that. So once I get that done, we'll go. The other option that I have is just make shock mounts here. Weld them on. Boom. That'd be easier. It wouldn't be as sturdy as using this though. And I'd prefer not to be rolling down the road at 70 miles an hour and my seat fall off. Alright guys, alright, so the camera died, right? We kept on working. This is what we got. So we cut this out right here. I accidentally nicked the frame a little bit, but it'll be good. We got this cross member kind of tack welded in there. So this will sit right here on this cross member. We're about to tack this in. Just like this. So find the angle how we want it here. We got to center it up, find the true center, tack that in, and then the top piece here be at the bottom of the seat. There, boom, air ride. So that is the goal right there. It'll be in there just like that. Leave some air ride. So we're gonna find the center here, tack those in. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it could help inspire some ideas for your own personal bobber builds. I'll keep this series going, so be on the lookout for those videos. And if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, try not to work too hard.